The USDA Rural Development joined with Glenville State University and West Virginia Community Development Hub for the second annual Rural Partners Network Federal Partners Forum. Last year it was held in Charleston, but this year they went into a more rural area and selected the Summersville Arena and Conference Center as the host. They hosted this as part of President Biden's $500 million initiative to bring resources into underserved communities. Newswatch reporter Mike Teeney has the details.
Opportunities shouldn't be solely based on where you live. Someone that lives in Charleston should have the same opportunities as someone in Cowan.
Rural communities are easily overlooked and often struggle to meet their needs on their own. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, through its Rural Development Mission, provides assistance to these communities. And this week, they held a forum in Summersville to inform and educate the community on what assistance is available to them.
So over the last 2 days, we've brought together more than 200 attendees, dozens of representatives from federal agencies, philanthropic partners, for our second annual Federal Partners Forum for the USDA Rural Development's Rural Partners Network. Biden administration's all of government initiative to bring resources into historically underserved communities.
Rural Partners Network, known simply as RPNs, were created by the Biden-Harris administration to ensure rural Americans have every opportunity to thrive.
In West Virginia, we have 2 RPN networks that represent 20 counties, 70 municipalities, and more than 500,000 West Virginians. And so the effort is to bring resources, technical assistance, build capacity within those 2 networks so they can create new opportunities from the bottom up and middle out, so they have a chance to not only survive but to thrive.
A variety of organizations were in attendance to learn about federal resources available. And prior to hosting the forum, the USDA sought input from these rural communities to find out what specific needs there were.
So this is a bottom-up approach. We listen to the communities to see what their issues, what their projects may be. And so what's really bubbled up is housing. It's an issue across West Virginia. Childcare, infrastructure. These are just a few things that we've heard from communities that need some support on. And so we are working with our federal partners to try to bring funding opportunities and resources to address those areas.
The issues facing a rural community go beyond finances. Knowing there is federal assistance available and how to navigate the often complicated grant and funding applications is critical.
So our rural communities, sometimes they just don't know what they don't know. They don't know where to start. They may not have, they lack the capacity. They may have a part-time mayor, a part-time city recorder. They don't have anyone to really pull the rope with them. Someone that can identify those resources, apply for those resources, administer that grant if they're successful. And so we've realized that. We're trying to address that with some technical assistance and capacity building, but we really want to set these rural communities up for success.
Those living in a community know best what their needs are, and it's reassuring to know that there is help available.
We're learning from folks. They have visions for their communities, and it could be a bike trail, it could be access to a waterfront, or it could be a dilapidated building in the center of town that they want taken down. So we're here to help. So we're here to help them fund and accelerate the solutions that folks are coming up with at the local level here in the state.
Reporting from Summersville, this is Mike Teeney, Newswatch 4.